Now we get into a special report by Emily Chebet. Kidney disease is silently straining the lives of millions and placing an immense burden on Kenya's healthcare system. An estimated 4 million Kenyans, about 1 in 10, are living with some form of kidney condition. For those who reach end-stage renal failure, a transplant offers the best chance at survival. But the odds are stacked against them. A severe shortage of organ donors, the sky-high cost of treatment both before and after surgery, and the dark reality of illegal organ trafficking all combine to make that lifeline nearly out of reach. Tonight, Emily Chebet tells the story of a 29-year-old university graduate whose life now depends on regular dialysis after both of his kidneys failed.
At just 29 years old, Eric Munyao had his whole life ahead of him. A recent university graduate with a degree in political science and IT, his dreams were vivid: to build a career, support his family, and shape a better future. But life took a sudden and cruel turn.
Nikaanza kusikia uchovu nikiwa kwa nyumba. Then kwenda hospitali. At first wakaniambia niko na H. pylori.
In 2022, Eric was diagnosed with end-stage kidney disease, a situation that would shatter his dreams almost completely.
Kaniambia figo zako wewe hata una ulcers. The very H. pylori nakwambia. Wewe una ulcers. Ni figo zako ziko mbaya sana. Yani zimefika mwisho.
He sits silently in his small home in Kitengela, too weak to stand or even sit upright, let alone pursue the life he had envisioned. His frame has withered from a healthy 78 kilograms down to just 43. Every moment is a struggle, every day a battle to survive. Dialysis is now the only thing keeping him alive, but even this life-saving process comes with its own set of challenges.
After dialysis, ujuangi kesho yake utasikia unasikiaje. Cause unaona mwili haikuwa na hii damu, ilitolewa, yoshwe, ukarudishiwa. Hiyo 2023 June nilikuwa na I lost my eyesight.
According to the Kenya Renal Association, over 4.7 million Kenyans are living with chronic kidney disease. For many Kenyans, the cost of treating kidney disease is simply too high. While dialysis is not a cure, it is the only option for most, a temporary lifeline that offers no promise of recovery. Patients spend up to 8 hours a week on machines. The side effects are severe, leaving many unable to work or even live independently.
It's now 3.5 years. Stipitisha mkojo. So, your body weakness, muscle weakness, mwili yani kuchange. Yani asubuhi uko na furaha. Juu hizo madawa unayakiangwa hapo, mostly they tend to change your mood. Itangwa mood swings.
Barbara Naminda, a lecturer at Kemu University in Nairobi, is not just shaping minds in the classroom. She is a living example of sacrifice. As a kidney donor, Barbara understands deeply what it means to give the gift of life. The firstborn in a family, she says the decision to donate was not really a choice. It was a necessity to save their only surviving parent.
My mom would have a lot of migraines after dialysis. She would throw up all the time. My mom reduced in weight. She was a shell of herself, of her former self. So me giving her a kidney meant just having my mom back to us.
Kidney transplantation is widely considered the best treatment option for patients with advanced chronic kidney disease. It doesn't just extend life, it restores quality of life in ways dialysis simply cannot. Yet for thousands in Kenya, that hope remains out of reach.
In most of the cases, nakuanga ni donor. Mtu akona hiyo pesa, ana donor. But now unaona huwezi barikiwa na kila kitu. Now I have the donor, but pesa ndio at least inatupiga chenga. Cause considering the procedures.
The medicine that you use after the transplant are also quite pricey. And the hospital requires you to deposit a substantial amount of money in the account, because they don't want you to do the transplant and then after that you don't have money for medicine. So you have to do that deposit before the transplant. And at that point it was at about, I think, 300,000. We had to deposit that money into the account.
The support from the Social Health Authority offers 150,000 annually per household for pre-transplant evaluation. It gives up to 700,000 for transplant procedure, 168,000 allocated for donor nephrectomy, and 200,000 annually per household for post-transplant care. But for him and thousands of others, the gap remains too wide.
Used a lot of money, spend a lot of money, because for instance in a week, lazima ukue kama SHA imelenga, you have to pay that 8,000 times 2, 16,000, ongeza madawa za pressure hapa na pale, gari, Uber, kama niko sawa, pikipiki, dawa, hizo machakula.
Eric Munyao's story is just one in thousands of young lives paused. He has a willing donor, a fighting spirit, and a family that depends on him. And in a country where dialysis is free, while kidney transplant, the real cure is out of reach for many. It is not just medical, it is systemic. And as such, there is need for policy reform and clearer regulations, and above all, a shift in priorities to matters that favors Kenyans. Emily Chebet, Citizen TV, Nairobi.